Hello, welcome to my monthly blog post, Journal Club with Jamia. This month, I'll be talking about the piece written by Katrina Spencer, The Comprehensive Guide to Resisting Overcommitment, Reclaim Your Agency in the Workplace. This ties perfectly with the piece that I wrote about the Let's Talk About It blog post, The Pursuit of Joy. So I think this ties perfectly into that whole conversation. So the abstract reads, LIS, which stands for Library Information Science Workers, often say yes to library users, yes to colleagues, yes to supervisors, yes to administrators, and yes to community members. We find ourselves burnt out when showing up for everyone while leaving little for ourselves. Reaped from experience, Katrina Spencer shares lessons and strategies on how to evaluate service requests to avoid overcommitment thoroughly. So this time around, I did put down some notes so I could stay concise and on point and won't continue to repeat things over and over again. So here we go. So if you need help with overcommitment, this piece is for you. I want to tell you what spoke to me and how to apply this information. This article is divided into 4 sections. They're titled this: Identify, Self-Audit, Assess, and Respond. I love that Katrina provided us with 3 definitions of the word overcommitment. The definition that resonated with me is to bind or obligate oneself, for example, beyond the capacity for realization. And this came from thefreedictionary.com. And what resonated with me about this definition is to bind or obligate, right? Oftentimes when we overcommit ourselves, we feel like we're obligated to come through for people, even though we know we are overextended. So that resonated with me the most. So why do we fall into the overcommitment trap? So I love that Katrina talks about capitalism, and capitalism is a way to extract labor from us at a cost. And what does that cost? It is our time, our bodies, and our free will. So Spencer gives us 12 signs of overcommitment. Number 3 of the list really resonated again with me: checking work-related communication channels, emails, Slack, etc., when off the clock / in one's free time. And this is why I took off the Outlook application off my phone. So, it is Microsoft Outlook, and that's how it's an email application. And I took that off my phone because I no longer wanted to check work emails outside of my scheduled hours. And this took away the urge to look up real quick, like what, that email, or let me check real quick. And no. I took it off my phone completely almost 2 years ago now. And I'm glad I made that decision. I'm not in management. There's no need for me to check emails. I'm just a librarian. Like, have fun, live your life. So I'm glad about that. So the 12 signs of overcommitment definitely was falling into the trap of number 3. I love that Katrina gives us green lights and red flags that signal whether we should commit to new projects, which I will refer to regularly. So this is one of the takeaways I'll definitely use going forward, is using this list to assess whether I should add a new project onto my list or not. Also, I appreciate Katrina acknowledging the nuance in this area, because everyone might not have the autonomy to choose what projects they can be involved in. And she touches upon that, and I appreciate that in the piece. And then also, tokenism is alive and well in our profession. And oftentimes we know why we're being chosen for a project. It looks good, we are that diversity number. So, realizing that sometimes you have no choice, and sometimes you do have a choice, and that choice is just dependent on what you want to do in that situation. I will end with this quote, which perfectly ties into what I wrote about in my last piece about the pursuit of joy. We attempt to prove that we are worthy of our place at the table, indispensable and superhuman. So I love that quote. So know that you are worthy, and you can go at your own pace, because burnout is real. So this piece is amazing. Katrina, I tip my hat off to you. Thank you for writing this. It is an on-time piece, and it resonated so much with me. And I know it resonated with others as well in this profession, even outside of our profession. So continue to support Katrina Spencer's work. She does amazing work, a wonderful writer, someone I truly admire in this profession. And I just wanted to bring this up in my Journal Club blog post. I keep saying blog, sorry, vlog post. It's a video blog post. So yes, I think this is definitely one of those pieces that should be amplified even the more. I know people have read it or have not read it. And I started off reading it and I had to finish because it resonated with me so much. And it was so much good information in there that I had to continue, not continue, but to start applying it. So I'll end with that, so I won't ramble on about it. So let me know how you think, let me know your thoughts about the piece, and have you read it? Have you heard about it? And I look forward to reading your comments. Thank you.